Hey gang, my name is Aslan King, and this is the third day of these videos. These videos where I'm documenting the experience of myself and my family that we're working through as my father goes through this dementia. So maybe someday I'll find a better introduction to this. I don't know. Anyway, it's late. I wanted to throw this up real quick before I knock out for the night. But I wanted to say it was a really excellent day. I went out to visit my dad today. My son and we met my sister out there. And the four of us had a really nice visit. My dad was having a good day. Had eaten a little bit. He recognized all three of us. And which is great, because that's about, last week was really rough. But for the past few days, it's been great. He's known that I'm me. He's known that my sister is my sister, and my son went out there yesterday and today, and he's known him, and he was really, really happy to see him also. So that was great. He's not, we can see the disease that he doesn't really know where he is. He thinks he's somewhere else. He thinks some people are other people. But he was in really great spirits. And that was awesome. We're gonna go back up tomorrow. Try to make the most of these weekends when I have more time. So we'll go up tomorrow and get another good visit in. Hopefully, well, actually, definitely. I'll be dragging along my daughter as well. I say dragging, but she's a great kid, and yeah, so it's gonna be awesome too. And my dad was really excited to know that my daughter was going to be coming along with us also. So those are really the only updates there. I don't have any medical updates because it's the weekend, and updates don't really happen on the weekend like that for medical stuff. A lot of people work Monday through Friday, the charge nurses and all that stuff. I might have just made that word up, I don't know. But what I did want to touch on real quick, some other good stuff from today while we were visiting. Since the first day that my father moved up to the dementia unit at the nursing home, I've met a couple people up there, and sometimes it's kind of tense for people. It's a weird situation for anybody that's walking around on that floor, I think. And the people, the residents, the patients, the people that are suffering from this disease that need to be on that floor. I always think just what a completely terrifying experience that must be, and you can see that, and you can hear that, and you experience it with them when you're there. The first day that my dad went to this unit, I met two people outside of the staff. I met two residents. one woman named Jackie and one man named Marvin. Um, and Jackie was really distressed that day, um, and kept asking me for help, which is hard because I can't. Um, I just tried to just be gentle with her and say, oh, I unfortunately I don't work here. There's not much I can do. I did ask her name though. I said, hey, try to flip it around, and I was like, hey, what's your name anyway? My name's Aslan. And she told me her name is Jackie, and that was really it that day. She went pretty directly back to asking for help. It was really sad. The other person I met was Marvin, and Marvin came over and talked to me that day because I was wearing a t-shirt that had a political slogan on it. Not really a political slogan. It was from The Onion, if you're familiar. So it was just a dumb joke at the expense of Donald Trump, maybe. I don't know. But Marvin took a little umbrage with that, and so he came over to ask me about it. And I realized, oh man, this was not the outfit to wear up here. I did not think this one through. But I think I kind of played it off, and I was like, oh no, man, it's just a joke, which it is. I was like, it's funny I hope it's funny to everybody, And Marvin and I got into a pretty decent conversation about how, I don't love this guy and I don't love this guy, and doesn't really matter to me at this point who anybody is polling for in this election, whatever. I don't want to talk about it, but it doesn't matter because I'm here visiting my dad, blah blah blah. And Marvin and I had a nice conversation. Over the next several visits, I made it a point to, I met these people, we exchanged names, and so now I see them and I say, hey Jackie, how we doing? Hey Marvin, good to see you. And that's been for several days now. And so today, when we were visiting, after we were there for about maybe 30 or 40 minutes, Marvin just came on over and sat down with us, and we all had a really good chat, and it was nice because it wasn't just like I was visiting with my family and my father, but it was like there was this other person there, and so now it's more than just the conversation between the family. Now there's somebody else in there, and that was really cool. And then also, as I'm getting up, I'm going back and forth getting things from my father, and things like pick something up, throw something away, and I'm crossing this room where all these residents are kind of hanging out, and I say hi to Jackie, and she's kind of looking at me a little confused, but I just keep saying hi. It's nice to see her, that sort of thing. And she kind of reaches out to me, sort of like this, as I'm walking by one time, and I give her a wave at first, and then she was like, no, take my hand. And so I did, and I just shook her hand, and I think it was just nice. It was a little bit of a connection. And so I guess the point behind all this is that connection. We're people, and even I am far from a social being, but even me and all my antisocial tendencies, we need some kind of connection, and for people going through this, for people that get diagnosed with this disease or something like this, or anything that kind of steals connection from you, it makes me feel good that I can offer some connection to people who are having that stolen from them. And that's it. I'm going to keep doing that, and gonna keep doing this, making these videos. Hopefully on Monday I'll have some real, you know, medical updates, updates about maybe the insurance struggles, things like that. The insurance company is trying to kick my dad out of the facility right now, and I'm appealing that. I appealed it once and it got denied, and so I'm appealing it again. It's an arduous and extraordinarily stressful task. It's just one more of many things in the world right now that are just completely up in the air and out of my control, and you just put it out there and you do your best. And I keep telling people, I always joke around, I am a dark-hearted pessimist inside, but I am also a goofily blind optimist, the dual nature of man, I guess. And so I'm always, in my dark moments, I'm just like, glass half full, baby. And so that's where we're at right now. We've got all this stuff and everything's up in the air and you don't have control over much of it. And so I'm just like, the glass is half full, and that's how it's got to stay. It's got to stay half full, and that's what it is. So I hope your glass is half full tonight. I'm going to go get some sleep. Y'all have a good night.